the much anticipated 1 versus 2. Welcome to the UNF Softball Complex for Game 9, ASUN Softball Championship Week. We've got Central Arkansas and Stetson on deck. Cannot wait as the Bears and Hatters will face off here shortly. Inside the booth, Meg Mahalik alongside Richard Miller. And Meg, excited to see this matchup as Stetson, they've looked really good all year. A lot of great batters, excellent pitcher. But then the Bears yesterday, they looked like a powerhouse.
Oh, absolutely. The bats came alive early on in the game, but they continued that through the end, and just they look spectacular. And you put that together with their defense, it was just such a force to watch on the field.
Let's take a look at that bracket, shall we, for the ASUN Softball Championship and how they got here. Game 9, we'll have this one. You win and you're in the driver's seat. You head to the championship elimination game coming up at around 2:30. It'll be River City Rumble rematch.
Yeah, and you think about that, you know, UNF and JU facing off again after not even a full week ago seeing each other. So I'm anxious to see how that's going to go.
Yeah, 2 great games on the docket here today. And then a 5 o'clock for that elimination game later. But then for Stetson, we take a look. Of course, they've got the Player of the Year, the Coach of the Year. They've got so many great things working for them.
Absolutely, and you look at their defense throughout the series so far this week, and they put that together with their offense and just stringing hits together, being aggressive, coming out on top when they need things to happen.
And then Central Arkansas, this is a phenomenal team. We saw them with the win yesterday. They looked almost unstoppable.
Yeah, and you think about that today, they want to carry that momentum. They want to keep it going at the plate and just keep those bats on fire.
Well, for both teams, the 1 and 2 seeds, they're not going to change anything. Same pitchers, same starting 9, defensively the same. So both teams, both coaches feeling good at where they're at.
Absolutely, and you think about that going into today, defense is solid, bats are solid. It's really going to come down to who comes out with that final run to win it.
I cannot wait. We've got the Bears and Hatters on deck. So glad you're with us as a winner is going to be in the driver's seat. Coming up, Stetson and Central Arkansas here on ESPN+. As we have our reporter down on the field, and Bailey Mezzanotte has more about today's game. Bailey.
Softball player Amber Chumley comes from quite the athletic background, with her dad playing baseball at James Madison while her mom played softball at Merrimack. She said, I didn't start getting serious about softball until around middle school, and I obviously come from an athletic family, which it came pretty naturally to me, but I didn't start falling in love with it until I started falling in love with the process, getting better, seeing improvements, the recruiting process, but it didn't click until she saw a player like Bree Ellis playing on TV. She said, Bree Ellis really opened the possibilities of how I could be successful playing college softball.
Great stuff. Thank you so much, Berkeley. As we take inside the circle and a great pitching matchup here today. We saw Bailey Runner, and she was brilliant. The righty from Oklahoma, the senior. Gosh, she was fun to watch. Here are her numbers right here, but what's to be expected from this young lady?
I think she's got a lot of confidence coming into today. You know, she was owning the zone in the last couple games they've played. She had the offense behind her, so I think just carrying that momentum and keeping herself consistent and going right at these hitters.
So Runner gets a start here today, as to be expected. And here's Stetson. They've got those wigs on already. Here's their lineup 1 through 9. We'll see Nicole Edmiston. She's the ASUN Player of the Year, and she'll be the leadoff batter. A.B. McLaren after her, and then Garcia, at least for this first inning. Shelly Cousins, their head coach, the Conference Coach of the Year. We'll get started here for Edmiston. Oh, what a player she is for the two-seeded Hatters. Best in their division this year. Last game she went 2 for 2, a couple of walks. She's been on base now safely for 12 straight games. Sing Runner, as there's a strike that Nicole Edmiston's not really going to see a ton of strikes. I think maybe saw a couple yesterday.
Yeah, and I mean, and you're looking at that strike call there. That's really the highest pitch that she should see this entire game. Nothing up in the zone. Work everything down. Don't give her anything that she can use that power to put a barrel on.
There's Runner, the pitch. Edmiston fights that one off. Pinstripes for the Hatters in that sharp green. Purple with the cursive white script for the Bears on the front of their uniforms. Edmiston, she's been walking a ton. She has 14 walks over her last 8 games. Two.
Yeah, and I know I talk about this a lot. Numbers don't always speak, but when you look at the batting average mixed with the on-base percentage and the number of walks you just mentioned, like, she's got a great eye at the plate. Not only is she earning at bat, she's just getting bases.
And a walk right there, or excuse me, a third ball right there for a full count here for Edmiston. Another start at first base, leadoff batter now for 3 straight games. On base in 25 of her last 26 games. Runner's payoff pitch fouled off. So we saw the Hatters yesterday. They took down North Florida, the 7 seed, in that 7th game, 4-2. Yesterday, Runner got her 15th win of the year. A second payoff. There's Runner gonna miss. A slight little grimace right there, but Nicole Edmiston usually is gonna walk. Now, that's a team high. She breaks it with McLaren, who also had 38.
And Braswell really wanting that pitch right there. That was ball 4, but just the way the pitch broke, it just kind of crossed high and then dropped in, and it's where that pitch is hitting in the zone for it to get called. So just a really close miss, and you'll hear that from us all week, close misses.
Here's McLaren. Jacksonville native, played at the Bowl School. We're seeing her on this field for the 5th time as a senior center fielder. Yesterday, she went 0 for 4 against the Ospreys, but did get hit by a pitch and stole a base. Facing Runner. Fouls this one off for an 0-2 start. McLaren, too, she's been on base a ton. That's really the key for both these teams. You look at 1 through 5 and even the bottom of the order, most of these batters have been on for stretches of 5 straight games, for, say, 10 of their last 11. And, I mean, you're peaking at the right time. Everybody is.
Yeah, and you can't ask for better timing than that. You know, you think about clutch situations where a batter comes in and they move runners when they're supposed to, putting down the sacrifice, laying out on defense, like putting those things together at the right time. This is the day to do it.
McLaren in that series at North Florida had a hit and 2 walks on this field. A 1-2 pitch gets fought off, and that's been a thing I've really noticed. We're in a day 4. But these batters, how they're able to fight off, especially inside pitches, has been insane.
Yeah, and you talk about, the pitchers that we've had this week, between Braswell and Runner so far, they're going to go right at these hitters. So them timing it up, being ready for where that pitch is going to be, because the easiest way to get jammed up is on an inside pitch.
There's 1-2, fights off another one. That ball just dipping on down. And really, I think it's going to be the key is who's going to be the best pitcher this week that can take you in and eventually win that title.
Absolutely, and you think about that, everything comes back to what your pitcher can do for you, keeping runners off base, but the pitchers also have the confidence in their offense as well. We've heard them say that in interviews.
So third 1-2 pitch, Bailey Runner for the Bears inside. Home plate umpire is Destiny Robinson. The Crews have been really good this week. Fortunately, they took some foul balls, I think 3 of them the other day, so some bruises for sure. McLaren and a full count, so we see the Hatters go back-to-back full.
And I will say, as much recovery is needed for the players, the umpires have taken advantage of that recovery time too. It doesn't help with sore muscles, but it helps you keep, mentally focused and reset for the next day. You got to be here.
Payoff pitch again. Here's McLaren. Makes good contact here. This one's going to bounce to the wall as you're going to see double for her and a good piece of hitting there for the Jacksonville native. Gets her 10th double of the season, and McLaren, after going 0 for 4 yesterday, comes through big.
And you see McLaren just timing that ball up, keeps her hands inside the ball and goes with that middle inside pitch and barrels it up in the gap. That's exactly what you want. Now you're sitting runners in scoring position, and you've got no out, so you've got plenty of time to move these runners across.
So McLaren, a little bit of a homecoming for the senior here, as we talked about it yesterday with Runner. She was magnificent. She had a no-hitter with 2 outs into the 5th inning.
Yeah, and I think I was actually talking to Runner's parents, and I'll have to look at their lineup and see. Number 4, I believe, was the other player's parents that I saw.
Yeah, White.
But they were saying she, I think, just hit 1 batter, and that was it.
Yeah.
But everything else was great, and they were so excited to see just how well they're doing.
Yeah, no, it was one of the best pitching performances I've seen live. There's Nana Garcia, the shortstop, swings at the first pitch, and this one's going to be out there reaching, a tough ball for Christian. 1 run's going to score, and the Hatters play 2 as Garcia, the shortstop, now has a hit in 11 of her last 13 games. Well, yesterday we raved about her fielding, but she makes good contact.
Yeah, and you see here just getting her hands extended on that. Not a solid barrel, but enough to get a good connection and just putting it again right in that gap.
Now it's Chumley. It's a start in left field for the cleanup batter. Takes ball 1. Well, the Hatters looking very sharp here early. Chumley, we heard about in that open. 0 for 2 yesterday with a walk. As this one's going to get away enough for Garcia to slide into third base. So Garcia gets a 2-run double here and then makes a leg.
Yeah, and you see Robertson just trying to stick that one, but kind of comes off the palm of the glove there, so not able to hold on to it.
As this one contact right here, and it's over in a right field, brings in another run. Chumley with the RBI base knock, and the Hatters really looking like what we saw from the Bears yesterday with the 8-0 run rule win.
Yeah, and you talk about bats being on fire. I mean, Stetson coming out ready to go, showing that aggression. They're being aggressive on good pitches too, and that's what's working for them.
And we'll see right here as Coach comes out for a meeting, Kayla Lucas, to talk to Bailey Runner. And we'll see if this is a short day for a runner and how long you stick with it. We saw it with North Florida. They rode the hot hand with Taylor Cook. Same with FGCU. They had the outstanding freshman and Julia Bakulis. You ride her for a little bit. That's usually the case this time of year. If you've got a hot pitcher, you keep going with her.
Yeah, and you stick with her until you have to make that change. And again, you know, these teams have seen each other this week. They've been scouting. They've been paying attention to the games that they're not playing each other. So getting that extra information and coming to the plate, that's how they make these adjustments. So it just, you know, may force the defense into having to make that change.
And here's the catcher, Logan Foreman, on base in 15 of her last 16 games. The ball one there. On this field in that series against North Florida, 3 hits and also a home run. First 4 got on for the Hatters. As this one, good contact again. This one's going to roll to the wall. So we've seen 2 extra base hits already. That's going to be a third. And Chumley's going to hold up at third. No reason to risk it, especially with no outs on the board.
Yeah, you've got no outs, and you really want to get as much cushion as you can. You know, your team's passing the bat well right now, so you don't want to put anything situationally that's going to give you an out and take away an extra run. And we're going to look at this at bat here. Just Foreman doing a great job again. They're just timing up runner a little too much right now. She's spinning the ball well. I'm not seeing her hanging too much over the plate, but they're just timing her and hitting the ball where it's pitched.
So first 4 get on, 4 hits, 3 runs. 3 of the 4 went for doubles. New pitcher for the Bears. We'll take a timeout and return here in the first as 2 on right now for the Hatters. Win and you're in the driver's seat, but the Bears have to make a pitching change. They go from runner now to Lucy Crowder, the sophomore from Texas. And Meg, we see a record of 4-2 as she's pitched a number of times in ASUN play this year. We've seen her against Austin P, EKU, Bellarmine, at EKU, North Alabama, and most recently at Lipscomb.
Yeah, just looking at her stats, I mean, she's got 46 and 2/3 innings pitched. She's ready. They're going to have to see what she can do for them and mix it up in the circle.
And this is Gabby David. Started DP. 4 hits in the regular season on this field. Strike 1. So Lucy Crowder comes in. Tall order for her. 2 innings pitched against Lipscomb on the 30th of April. 5 hits, 2 runs allowed. David's been on base in 7 of her last 8 games. Talking to a number of people who felt like both teams said if we score 6 or more runs, we feel really comfortable. Feel like that's the magic number. Keep them 5 or less, you have a chance.
Yeah, and you think about that. We talked about this earlier in the week. You know, 1 run's definitely not going to be enough. 2 for sure is not going to be enough. But we've seen teams score 3+ runs in an inning. So when you talk about 6 runs or more, that's the average to keep them at bay, you know, if they're only scoring 2 or 3 runs possible.
2-1 for David. Should pop this one up, and no play on it. But really, right now, the focus for Central Arkansas, trying to get that first out.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, you look at the situation here. You don't have any forced plays, but you want to check that runner at third. Be heads up on that. You don't want to give away a free run, but you still got to get the out.
David yesterday, 1 for 2, a walk and an RBI. For a 2-2 pitch and a full count. Well, we saw that early, and that kind of set the tone. Edmiston and then McLaren both working full counts and much longer at bats, especially to start a game.
Yeah, and really when you think about the first and second batter of the game, that's where you want to see the most pitches. You want to pick up what she might be putting down in the circle and showing your on-deck batter more pitches in the box.
Well, Lucy Crowder, big strikeout on the 2-2 pitch. A tough one for David and a much-needed out number 1.
And Lucy Crowder coming in a tight situation, going inside, right at the hands, perfect pitch location, gets her swinging right through it. Good job.
Yeah, nice work, too, by Robertson. I mean, that's a tough ball to keep right there. Otherwise, maybe a run scores. Swings on the first pitch, does English, and she'll have to come back. Yeah, she was masterful in the hot corner yesterday. So was Trinity Brandon, who's on the field right now for the Melbourne, Florida native. On base in 8 of her last 9 games. Yesterday was 1 for 2, including a walk.
Crowd hyped up on that one, saying that she went, but it was a called strike. I don't know if her hands came around, but that was a good pitch location for the called strike.
0-2 here for English. St. Crowder. English 2 games ago on this field had a 2-run home run. Pretty much sealed that game against North Florida. As this one's going to get away. Runner's going to come on in. Play at the plate is not going to be in time. And Chumley slides in, adds another. It's now 4 runs.
We'll see this one again. Just gets off of the mitt of Robertson here, and enough time for Chumley to make it in safely.
So English here, 2 balls and 2 strikes after starting 0-2. So Chumley comes in to score. Foreman, there's enough there as well to move over to third base.
Yeah, and even situationally here, a sac fly or something here, and even if you get just another runner on base and keep the runner at third.
And a swing and a miss and another strikeout. That's back-to-back. So Lucy Crowder does a really good job right there, especially bouncing back after the run scores.
Absolutely, and you see Crowder with this pitch. She's spinning the ball so well. Yeah, that ball looks down the middle, but the spin on that and that slight movement just catches her swinging under it. English just swings right under it.
Yeah, that's some of the best spin we've seen from a pitcher this week.
Yeah, and the key, too, when you're thinking about it as a hitter, if you've got a good spin pitcher, it's about seeing the ball deep in the zone.
Now Centeraki lines this over to third, and the great glove of Trinity Brandon keeps it right there. So excellent work. They go to the bullpen. Lucy Crowder comes in, back-to-back Ks. The liner over to Brandon, who made all ASUN first team. Hatter Strand 1, but they played 4 in the top of the first.
Welcome to the Atlantic Sun, where heart-pounding moments are born and where champions rise above, where speed defies limits and precision finds its mark, where millions of fans nationwide cheer for excellence, determination, and fairness, where public, private, and faith-based schools compete side by side, fostering sportsmanship and unity. From the beaches to the mountains, the Atlantic Sun is the destination.
I was originally in the Discovery program. Stetson gave me the option to explore so many majors, and now I've found my passion and my people.
I could do a lot of things outside of my major, and I never would have known that had this school not set me up with those opportunities.
I'm really happy that I ended up coming to Stetson.
We are back to Jacksonville here for 1 versus 2. Hatters take the field, and in the circle is Ava Braswell from Brooksville, Florida. We saw her yesterday. 4 1/3 against the Ospreys, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs. In that 4-2 final, as you see, 18 wins on the year, and she's won 3 straight outings.
Yeah, and you look at that too, you know, contribute to your offense, bringing the runs behind you, but in the circle, you're holding it down, you're throwing the ball, you're hitting your spots, and you're keeping hitters off balance because you're being productive.
No doubt. As you see, the Bears here, 1 through 9 is going to stay the same. We'll see Christian, Graham, and Brandon up at the top for them as their head coach and Kayla Lucas here. As this Bears team, they had a quick game yesterday, beat Jacksonville in 1 hour and 20 minutes. That 8-0 final. This is Christian, the left fielder. They got very busy in that first frame as she had to see some doubles come her way. 3 from the Hatters' bats. This young lady hitting .348 on the year. She is really good. Probably had one of, if not the best hit streaks I've seen in a while. 24 straight games over about a 2-month period. On base in 7 straight games. 2-0 start, now it's 3-0.
And you think about that as a hitter, like that's got to keep your confidence uplifted. You know, you're seeing the ball well, you're putting the ball in play, but not just in play, you're getting on base and you're manufacturing.
Christian, 2 for 3 against the Dolphins. Had a 2 RBI game as well, takes for a strike. Overcast here on the first coast. Woke up and it was pretty much 80 degrees. It was a little smoky from those fires in South Georgia. Since then, the wind has pushed the other way. But I've read those fires pretty much 85 to 90% contained. So for a while there, it was extremely scary.
Yeah, and you got the dry heat, not a lot of moisture to help out with that.
Payoff pitch. This one over into left as Chumley is over there for the fly out. And that's been one of the things, too. We've seen so many balls down that line. I feel like the outfielders are playing very tight to it.
Yeah, and I know going back to earlier in the week, we had just some situational things. We had outfielders playing at the warning track, and they made some adjustments on defense. So being aware of that today, is the wind going to be a factor? Are we going to have to shift just to play the ball a little better? Are we going to play up until we get burned? So there's a lot of decisions to make there.
As we move on down, and here's Addie Graham. Gets to start in center field again yesterday, the 3-run home run. She's hitting .382. Strike there. Braswell gets out the first one. So early on, we've seen 3 of the first 4 batters at the top, 1 and 2, have full accounts. Christian there before us. Here's Graham. She has been an RBI machine the last 3 games. 7 runs brought in. Ball there for Graham. We talked about on-base streaks, hit streaks constantly to open this game. She's been on base in 12 of her last 13. And she's going to strike out looking. So Ava Braswell a little bit like there when we saw Crowder come in and go back-to-back Ks.
Braswell just really settled in. We're going to get another look at this pitch here. You see the batter kind of freeze because it looks like it's going to stay elevated, but that off speed just drops right back in the zone, keeps her off balance, and gets the backwards K.
It's a nice one right there from Ava. Here's Trinity Brandon. Nice glove play over at second. From the knees, but safe as Sinaraki does a great job. And I think we're going to see this challenge for sure as Coach Cousins, yes, immediately goes to it. Well, we have seen great fielding all week. And so the play is under review. Brandon attacking right away, makes good contact, but Sinaraki times that layout perfectly.
Yeah, you got a good diving play there. She throws from the knees, and I mean, it's a close play over there. I think she might have got the throw off in time, but we are going to take a look at it here. And again, when you go to video review, there's got to be irrefutable evidence to overturn the call that's made on the field. And so they're going to have multiple angles. They're going to get some different looks and try to see if there's anything different than what the call is on the field.
As right now the call is safe over at first base. And, I mean, this is close. We've seen a couple that have been, I mean, maybe just a hair more. Yeah,
like a half step, or they're not hitting the front of the bag. They hit the back of the bag, and it takes away them being able to beat the throw.
Megan, in real time, did you think it was safe? I know we've got a tougher look down this line.
Yeah, and look, I was watching the TV and not out through the field, but like from the TV view, it looked like it was a half a step off. Like her foot was down in the catch, but I'm not 100% sure. But we'll see it again here. Because the ball's got to be completely in the glove. And, I mean, that's also going to be hard because it's off the judgment of the umpire that makes the call there. And the ball and the foot are so close together. The ball's got to be fully secured in the glove. It looks in to me.
After review, the play on the field stands.
So call stands right there, and it's upheld. So you've got Brandon, who's on with 2 outs. Trinity has been on base now for 6 straight games.
Number 31, Emma Robertson.
But still, I mean, give credit. Sinaraki, that was ridiculous. The fact that it was even that close is shocking.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at it from the front side, I think that call could go either way, but the foot looks a little more down before the ball's in the glove.
But I think you've got to call that too. You've got to, I mean, your infield saying yes, you're up by 4. I think that was necessary. A good use of that call. Emma Robertson. First pitch is off the plate for her. Very composed. She's a catcher too. Try to get hot once again. Tougher game against the Dolphins, going 0 for 3. See a strike, but you can tell a lot of respect. She bats cleanup. Pitchers are going to know the scouting report on number 31. For a 2-1. This one 0 for the first as it pops on up. No play on it. Getting back to second. So Robertson's going to keep this inning going. And that was a hard hit ball into the dirt. Edmiston over there at first base, and the Bears have 2 on here with 2 outs on the board, and you can't count the number 1 seed out because they are just loaded at the top.
Yeah, we're getting a look at this at bat here. That ball right on the outside corner. and the first baseman just not quite over enough to body that up in the middle of her body, so it kicks off.
2 on here for Central Arkansas, 35-win season. Caitlin Graham. A swing and miss and fall behind here, 0-2. Sophomore from Tennessee. Her on-base streak right now is 16 in a row. Close, but it'll be a ball. Baswell. 2 on. Graham, too, has a nice little hit streak going. Hit safely in 5 consecutive games. After the error on Edmiston. 2-2. Reaches for this one. It'll be back enough to the circle. And for Ava Braswell, she's going to get out of that right there. So gives up the infield single. A close play center. Aki does a great job. Retires the first 2. And 1 error in that first inning for the Hatters, but scoreless for the Bears. We head to the second. We'll return here shortly for 9, 1 and 2.
Tournament. I'm here with Stetson shortstop's Ariana Garcia's dad, Giovanni. Giovanni, how proud are you as a parent to watch your daughter be so successful so far in this tournament?
Oh, extremely proud. You know, she's done so great. She's such a good fundamental on the game, and she's such a incredible defensive player, and she's just all around good person.
The amount of success that this team has had so far this season is phenomenal, and they had a stellar first inning offensively. From your perspective, what has it been like to watch this team?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, the girls believe in each other, you know, believe in the coaching staff. So they go out there and they just have fun. There's nothing that bothers them right now. They're just having fun, and you can see it out there.
Now, the coolest thing that you told me is that you grew up in Puerto Rico, which is one of the most dominant places to play baseball. And I know Ariana's told me that when you were a parent that you wanted to coach both your daughter and your son. What has it been like to be a part of their journey?
Oh, it's been incredible. I mean, being able to coach her through high school and travel ball, it's been great. It's just a special experience to see her out there dominating. It's amazing.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
Go Hatters.
Thank you so much, Berkeley. That was really cool. I mean, proud dad right there for sure. She is so good. Probably the best defensive, or one of, I'd say, a top 3, top 5 defensive shortstop in the nation. Leads the country in assists. Napoli here will start things off here for the Hatters. They've got that 4-0 lead as they got that big spot. Sent up 8 batters in the first inning.
Yeah, and you go back to the pitching change we have here, and really being able to keep these hitters kind of at bay once those 4 runs came across and the change happened.
Yeah, Crowder did some great work. Got a nice glove play by our third baseman, and 2 strikeouts to start. Probably yesterday, 0 for 2 did have a sacrifice. Is there something too? Is it that spin that you had mentioned with Crowder? Is that why it's so challenging seeing her?
Yeah, I think it is. And I mean, even just that last pitch on the inside corner, it's tailing back in over the plate, and it's already an inside pitch. So just really having to track the ball and following it through the zone, even if it's outside, hitting it deep. If it's inside, timing it closer to your hands, because that ball's going to move.
Opera start right field. Really good defensive player. Big swing here for Crowder, and the glove of Robertson gets knocked off there for the catcher's interference. And a tough one right there. I think her hand is okay, but here's a replay.
Yeah, you see that pitch is already outside, and the batter is back in the box. So with Foreman with Robertson being set up kind of tight to the plate there, that extension is what got caught up on the glove.
Able to shake it off right there, and you've got the Hatters again. First batter is on, and then you bring up the ASUN Player of the Year. Edmiston. 13 games in a row she's been on base safely. Starting to see some light rain. Again, our cams with the rain gear on them in case there is any shaking, that is why. Thanks to our crew, all the students, and all the help this week has been phenomenal, especially it's warm out there. Here's Crowder, third pitch. Edmiston gets all of this one, sends it back there, it goes off the wall, and the padding, she's gonna hold up and then head over to second and stand in. Throw coming home and safe at home. What a play as Napoli comes in. Great awareness from Edmiston, seeing the situation. She gets a double, and it's 5-0.
You see Edmiston timing that ball up. It's slightly outside, but just that power, taking it into the gap on the left side. But also this secondary play coming in, the throw goes to third. You see immediately she's ready to go and just takes off. Seeing that throw is taking the shortstop to the ground. Just so much speed and a good heads-up play there to take that extra base and score.
My word. I mean, and that's why you can't throw her strikes. Anything in the zone, she's going to make good contact.
Yeah, and like I said, that belt high contact for her, that's a money pitch for her.
Here's A.B. McLaren. She started her day off with a double, her 10th of the year. For the Hatters, they have loved that spot. So far out there in that wall, in that little pocket, they've had 4 balls go that way, all 4 of their hits. That'll be their 5th hit recorded right there. It'll be a single. There's a 2-0. Lay down the bunt. McLaren's gonna make it, and that is an excellent job right there. To me, that is just oozing experience in college softball.
Yeah, and look at this bunt here. McLaren has to also avoid being hit on that front side of the left-handed batter's box. So she does a good job getting around the ball that's bouncing and then beating it out down the line, because that ball just kind of dies right in no man's land. So someone has to get to it, but they don't get to it in time.
When we have seen one batter who laid down the bunt and it did hit their cleat.
Yeah, that happened, I believe, in Tuesday's game. One of the games we had, it was one of the Austin Peay players that got her out of the box.
Edmiston over at third. A.B. McLaren over at first base. It just does a great job there. So the bunt single, she's got 2 hits today.
Central Arkansas is challenging the runner at second base leaving early on the pitch. Placed under review.
So they're challenging the runner at second base leaving early. I was wondering if she was going to come out and question if the ball did clip the batter coming out of the box, but the question is leaving early at second on that sacrifice, and I honestly wasn't looking at that. I was looking to see if she cleared the bunt.
So we'll have another review here. It's the first of the day for the Bears.
So that's Edmiston they're taking a look at.
Okay. Yeah, the same for me. I was looking at the bunt situation, who's moving in the corners.
Yeah, and so the key here, and yeah, we're looking at the play that happened, but did she leave on time, which would be on the release of the pitch? They can leave once the ball is coming out of the hand. Did she leave before that?
Well, the crews have been very good. I know you've talked to the umpires. Do they like everything, the system and the angles? It helps them?
Yeah, I think sometimes with the Aware system there is a little bit of challenge of getting the view that they want, but I think that's with any system. You know, there's never going to be that perfect angle, and then understanding that there's multiple camera angles that they're not going to see with just 2 eyes. That's why they have that as a backup, and so we'll get the look here on replay, and it looks like it's going to stay.
The play on the field is confirmed.
The call's going to be confirmed.
Don't leave early.
So, did not leave early. Call is confirmed.
Yeah, and I think some of that too, like as a coach, if you're looking out of your peripherals and you see her, there's 2 different types of lead, or two different types of leads you take. I call it a rocker or a push, and so if they're pushing from the bag, their 1 foot is in front of them, and then the foot that's on the bag is pushing forward, versus starting with their other foot behind them and getting like a running start. And she's in a push, so it looks like, you know, you could question it, if that makes sense.
Oh, definitely. So here's Garcia. As this one underneath the glove of the pitcher. They'll go for the force out. Try and turn 2. Garcia's too quick. Hatters are going to score another run. And so they make it 6 now. And a good job right there is Smith. That's tough because you're watching too, is your pitcher maybe going to deflect it some. So Garcia again taking that quick attack, just going right after it.
Yeah, and a good pickup for L.J. Smith over at second base. You can look at the defense for Central Arkansas. I was told I wasn't here the last couple days, but everything's been the same on defense for both teams so far.
Yeah, no, it's very helpful for those tuning in at home. Chumley, that's been the spot for foul balls this week, is over in the bullpen. Right in that corner as well. Yesterday, Bellasamino took it down the line for the Ospreys. That was the deciding run.
Yeah, and that ball made me nervous watching it on TV because it could have gone foul at any moment. It stayed right on that line.
There's a pitch low here. 1-1 for Chumley. Zara, the RBI single. She sent it over into right field. She was the 3rd of 4 straight hits by Stetson. Catcher Robertson loved that pitch right there.
Yeah, that was a good off-speed pitch, a little change of pace.
Chumley's going to stay away. Well, really for both teams. You look at the first 4 or 5 batters, you could interchange them in any way, switch your cleanup to your leadoff. I mean, they're all just so good.
Yeah, and they work the count. That's the key as a hitter, you know, seeing more pitches, and if you're not barreling the one you want up, you're still in the at-bat.
Here's Chumley. This one's going to be out to center. Having to turn a little bit there. Garcia's going to come on back, and Addie Graham gets the fly out.
Now batting number 16.
Good job right
Logan
there is
Foreman.
Graham, one of the best. Back-to-back ASUN first teamer. And now we'll see Foreman.
Yeah, and you see that little bit of footwork from her out there on the turn to catch that ball. She makes it look easy, but that is not easy.
And especially, too, Christina talked about it some yesterday, but being at a new field, I mean, this is only your second game here this week.
Yeah, and just having an understanding of the layout, what the wind's doing. Some of these teams aren't used to having beach breezes come through the field.
As this one over to right. This one is well struck, reaching out, the great play as Hood makes the ceiling grab, runs into the
middle of the
well,
second.
she had a
Run.
great diving play yesterday in foul territory, and the right fielder secures it. 6-0 is a lead for Stetson in this 1 versus 2. We'll come on back for 6th straight for the Bears. Bears come up to bat. They trail 6-0. A 2-seeded Hatters right now in charge. Hatters fans traveling well too. A short trek from DeLand. And batters 6, 7, and 8 coming up for the Bears, which, Meg, you know, rarely do you see a team meeting outside the dugout, but they had just that for the Bears because right now this is 6-0. It's a big deal.
Yeah, and you think about
this one deep out there. It's A.B. McLaren. So one pitch and a deep fly out off the bat of L.J. Smith. So attacking is obviously the message and just misses out on a home run.
Yeah, and she doesn't miss that contact by much. I mean, she's a little out in front, so she gets more under it. But, I mean, that's the key here. And I'm imagining that huddle was, 1, a reset button, but 2, hey, we've got to be aggressive. Swing like we know we were swinging it yesterday.
Oh, for sure. That was an impressive game for sure. Taking down the Dolphins. Ava Braswell gets some help. She left a couple of runners on base in that first inning. We saw a single by Brandon and also the error. Lays down this bunt and foul. Great job by Foreman making all-conference second team to notice that right there. Played Destiny Robinson right there for it too.
Yeah, and we've seen some close bunt situations at the plate. We had one that was rolling but stayed fair earlier in the week, and then that one rolling just behind the plate. So these hitters really enforcing the defense to make those plays.
Lily Hood here. Ball right there.
And situationally, too, when you're putting down a bunt like that to get on base, that bunt for a hit, you really want that one that's going to kind of die in no man's land.
As this one over to second. Centeracki underhands it right there. Much easier than that play she had to make on Trinity Brandon right there. It keeps the uniform a little bit cleaner.
There's Stetson's defense. You get a good look at it. Nothing's changed for them in their last couple games, so staying consistent, and you're going to see that, especially in a week like this. You're going into a championship. That's what you're playing for, so unless you have to make a change, you're not going to – if it's working, you don't have to fix it.
I mean, really the only things you're going to, bullpen, pinch hit scenarios, and pinch runners, like anything else, the less you have to think and stress about, the better. Gracie St. Hilaire foul that one off, and we've seen more and more for Ava Braswell. She's getting ahead on a lot of these batters, has retired 3 in a row, and again, another one too is the Robertson ground ball over to first. A lot of the time, that's an easy out.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at everything so far in these first 2 innings, there's only been, 2 runners that have gotten on? And so you look at that, and there's no stress there. She's settled in. She's focused on her job. And the biggest thing for a pitcher is to not get rattled. Even if something happens, you give up a hit, you go right back at the next hitter.
So Hilaire and striking out, looking to end the inning. Second strikeout for Ava Braswell, and she goes 1-2-3 in a quick second against the Bears. Here it is again, enough of the plate right there. The Hatters will be due up, leading 6-0 heading into the third. Stetson 6, Central Arkansas 0. This 1 versus 2 matchup, you win this game, you're in the driver's seat. We'll see Crowder back in the circle for the Bears, and for the Hatters, they'll step up 6 through 8. And it's going to be Mason Barkley who comes in, pinch hitting in place of the DP, Gabby David. This is a big bat right here. We just talked about pinch hitters, and we've seen Barkley here on this field. She can really barrel it up.
Yeah, she can swing it, and you talk about the situations where these scenarios come up, pinch hitter, pinch runner. They plan and prepare for this all season long. And so when championship week comes, there's a plan in place. If we have to make this change, they know when they're going to be called on. They know what their role is going to be. And so mental preparation is the biggest thing, especially as a hitter.
Well, on this field here against North Florida in the first game, she had a pinch hit 2-run home run. 1-1 count. Barkley, swing and miss. We talked about that approach throughout the year. You were known for pinch hitting. The mentality that you have to have is different.
Yeah, and you're in the dugout, you're watching, and, you know, I was a catcher playing travel ball and first baseman, so, like, understanding where the ball's coming from, my mentality was I know what pitches are going to come, even if I'm not in the box every inning.
And a swing and a miss, and for Crowder, that's a big strikeout right there. Shades of what she did in the first inning, coming in and striking out the first two.
Yeah, and you see Crowder going back to that off-speed pitch, spinning it right on the outer half of the plate there. But again, that spin is really effective. It's just hard to catch up to that.
We'll move on down. Here's the third baseman, Nadia English. Striking out the first time. A victim of that movement we've seen from Lucy Crowder. And Robertson calling for time to talk to her pitcher.
Yeah, and I think here too, probably on that pitch, just giving her feedback on what she's seeing behind the plate. Pitchers and catchers have completely different mindsets, so it's like an outsider looking in from behind the plate. You're like, hey, you know, stay a little tighter to your body or make this adjustment. This is, you know, what I think would give you a better advantage here. And so they work on those connections all season long.
So good call by Robertson there, talking to Crowder. Second pitch, and there it is. The chat worked well enough, at least for the first time.
Yeah, and you see there, and I mean, kudos to Robertson. She's kind of had a little bit of a struggle behind the plate. A couple pass balls, has the catcher's interference, but she's still engaged and still back there doing the work.
There's a 1-1. This one reaching out, and a tough ball from Molitor and a base hit. So English gets on, now on base in 9 of her last 10 games. Had to hold my breath a little bit. Thought Molitor could make a play here.
It looked like she was going to get a glove on that, and that ball just kind of down in the zone. Again, that spin, the ball just kind of, that little flare, that's what we like to call those that go into no man's land, a little flare that drops in.
The jump was timed perfectly by Grace Molitor. Here's Senaraki. She attacked super early that last time, sending it over to third base. It was one pitch, ended the first inning. But she has slowly become one of my favorite players. You know, she's not going to put up crazy numbers, but just there's a certain grit about her.
Yeah, she's laser focused and kind of, you know, sneaky. She gets herself on base. She's hitting the ball hard. You know, the home run thing isn't really there, but she's aggressive and she's scrappy. So all those little things as a hitter.
I think it just goes to show youngsters, I mean, you don't have to be the biggest or the strongest or be able to hit it 200 plus feet. She went 2 for 3 yesterday. As this one foul, she'll have to come on back. Omega, a common theme. We've heard it from the Bears. We've heard it from the Hatters. If you're having fun and you're loose, you can see it and you're playing better.
Yeah, and it's absolutely true. I mean, you could say that a billion different ways, and it all comes down to being relaxed and just having fun. Even when you mess up, it's not about the error that you made or the strikeout that you had. It's what you go out and do next. It's how you pick your teammates up when something happens for you or doesn't happen for you. Like, all those little things come together, and that's what makes good teams like these really strong. Their attitudes, their effort, and their accountability.
So Lucy Crowder came in after a tough outing for Bailey Runner. 0-2. Senaraki. Contact here as it's over to right field for Hood. And that's probably been the easiest fly ball that she has seen. Get the second out.
And even with that, though, I mean, you look at where she caught it. She caught it almost at the warning track. She was a couple steps away. So still having to work depth-wise. But I haven't seen an outfield yet in the ASUN week so far that hasn't covered the ground. They're laying out. The effort's completely there. And they make the hard plays look easy.
Napoli here attacking early, first pitch. And this one, a tough spot right there for Renee Christian. You don't want to risk it there, trying to slide, get caught up in the fence.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, too, that little bit of mist kind of raindrops we've had, it looks like it's kind of stopped. I don't know how wet the grass would have gotten, but Is there any elements there that could make a difference on a diving play?
You see there, she reached on the catcher's interference that led off the second inning. And scored a run, lays down this bunt. It's a good one for Brandon over at third and thrown out. So number 9 closing in. And a second really good play from the third baseman here this afternoon. A hit by English. Nothing comes across as we'll move to the bottom of the third. Hatters still lead by 6.
From the bluegrass of Kentucky, the Arkansas River, to the beautiful beaches of Florida, from the bustling streets of Nashville, to the soulful sounds of Muscle Shoals and its vibrant cities. Fueled by growth, the Atlantic Sun operates in the fastest growing region in America and broadcasts in over 20 million homes. We're everywhere you want to be, with access to 9 of the nation's top 80 media markets, including an impressive 6 in the top 50. Our 12-member institutions provide every collegiate experience, from public to private to faith-based. All of our member institutions are located in the top 30 states with the most rapid growth, including 8 members located in the top 6. From the beaches to the mountains, the Atlantic Sun is the destination.
How do you measure the human spirit? In pounds? In milliliters? In the distance traveled between yesterday and today? Or maybe there's no way to measure the human spirit. Because as you remind us every day, it simply has no limit. Advent Health. Feel whole.
As we're back here, Stetson in the lead, 6-0 on top of Central Arkansas. 1 versus 2. Winner advances to that championship round. 9-1-2 will be the batters. And we'll see Grace Molitor here for the first time batting the shortstop. Lays this bunt down. Pitcher's going to take it. Coverage there, but quickly Molitor runs through first base. Well, we saw that speed. She had that nice jump, and she gets on. That's a big one right there. Just the third bear to get on today.
Yeah, but you see that bunt, that little sneaky bunt for a hit. She drops it right where we talked about earlier. It's not rolling too hard. It's not too soft for the catcher to get to it, and she's able to leg that out. So a good key leadoff for Central Arkansas in this inning.
That was really sneaky. Back to the top, it's Christian. We've seen that from the Bears. At team meeting, they were really aggressive. It was 1 pitch and a fly out off the bat of Smith to start the second. So attacking early. They really just trying to keep Roswell on her toes as well. That second inning, she was efficient. 3 up, 3 down.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking about this too. You know, yeah, you look at the score sitting at home. The score's 6-0, but you've got 4.5 innings left of softball.
As this one past the glove, this one's going to be into center field right there. And I think all in all, a smart play by the pitcher. If that glances off your glove, I think it creates too much confusion.
Yeah, and it's going pretty, it's pretty well hit ball. Like, it wasn't a slow roller, so if you deflect it, it could potentially get between 2 of your infielders and not go directly to somebody. But Christian just makes good contact, and I do think that is a good decision because you see your infield, they're breaking that way. If she deflects it, it's going to go to the right.
Yeah, I think it's just, it would be too much. Christian, her 3rd hit of the tournament, on base in 8 straight games. Things can change quickly, too. You've got Graham here up to bat for the 2nd time, struck out looking. But it wasn't long ago we were talking about our 3-run home run against Jacksonville. First 2 are on. Braswell just dropping that right in.
Yeah, and I think Addie Graham here, just try to reset a little bit, get out of your head. If it's close, swing at it, put a good swing on a good pitch. She's trying to bounce back from her at bat in the first inning.
Clearly a lot of respect for these batters. Graham came into this game hitting .382. For a 1-2 pitch. Waiting. Graham is going to strike out working the second time today. And Ava Braswell really good. And the fact of the matter is you get that strikeout with the first two getting on.
Yeah, and you go to Braswell. Kudos to her. She threw that pitch to her in the first inning on the inside half of the plate and froze her up. Goes away with that same off-speed pitch and freezes her up again.
Move on down. Here's Trinity Brandon. She's got one of their 3 hits today. That one was to second, an infield single. Sinaraki made the play from her knees, as that one did get challenged by Stetson.
And I haven't said Braswell's name very much, but I mean, there's not much for me to say right now. She's settled in, she's hitting her spots, she's communicating, her pitching staff is on point with her, and you can't ask for anything better than that right now.
For an 0-2 again, diving out. This one past the third baseman in English, coming in and sliding on in as Molitor will get the first Bears run, sliding in at second, and the out's going to be there on Brandon. So trying to get shifty on the bases. Now the Bears do get a run, but Brandon pretty upset with herself.
And you see Brandon makes contact with that low outside pitch and just drives it in the gap in the 5-6 hole. They're going to give up the run and try to cut that off. When the ball gets away from the cut, that's where the rundown takes place. But they're able to get that run across.
What a big play right there. So here's Robertson. She reached on the air. As this one's sent over into right. As it's going to drop off the glove there of the right fielder, Napoli. And another run comes in, so Christian's going to score. And again, you see that quick attacking style we've seen 3 times now. Bears over the last 2 innings swinging and making contact on that first pitch.
Yeah, and there's no doubt about what the Bears can do at the plate. And you see this at bat here, just going opposite field, going with the pitch. And, you know, at this point, it's keeping it simple. Do the little things.
As this one here, backhanded, what a play is Garcia right there. All ASUN second team, but the Bears able to scratch some runs across. Let's see this play again by the stellar shortstop. We'll take a timeout, 6 batters and 4 hits. Bears get some runs. It's 6-2.
right, welcome back to Game 9 of the ASUN Conference. I am here with head coach of Stetson and ASUN Coach of the Year, Coach Shelley. Coach Shelley, what are you guys going to do to regain this momentum and just keep pushing through?
Yeah, we're just going to keep swinging it. We're getting good barrels, so we just got to go win this inning right here. They're a good hitting team, so we've got to get that momentum back on offense.
You got a silly groove right now. What's going on with the Wigs at the moment?
I'm not even sure where we got these, but it keeps them loose, so I'm good with it.
At least it's keeping them loose. Thank you, Coach. Back to you, Rich.
Oh, great stuff. Keeps them loose. Thank you so much, Berkeley. Working down there on the field. Some great stories, interviews, and we'll hear from Coach Lucas in a little bit as well. So we start this fourth inning. Hatters up 6-2. We saw in that last frame 2 runs, and really liked watching Lucy Crowder.
Yeah, I mean, she's doing well. I know they're still putting hard barrels on the ball, but she keeps the runners off base, keeps the runs from coming around, and then your offense comes up and pushes 2 runs across for you.
That's big, and even a bigger moment right here is this frame for Stetson. You've got 1 through 3 at the least that we'll see. Edmiston, Conference Player of the Year. 2 times up, 2 times on. On-base streak is 13 straight games. As you see, 1 home run away from tying her head coach, Shelly Cousins, who was a Spartan legend at USC Upstate. 1-1 pitch, this one over to third base as Brandon does a really nice job, keeps that one in the glove. It seemed like kind of flinched as well on that final hop, but hey, that's what happens. You've got the speed and the spin. Good work from third.
Yeah, Brandon just showing off that glove work like you just mentioned. And instead of trying to completely short hop it, just uses the glove work to kind of go back with it a little bit and pick it up clean.
That's a really good start there. Crowder gets the first out. Here's McLaren. Really efficient day. Double in the first inning, bunt single in the second. And she's going to get plunked right there. That one's going to sting. You can see it with the reaction. A little hobble, somewhat of a smile.
And I think this pitch just kind of gets away from Crowder a little bit. It breaks late in the zone and gets the back knee. Not a spot I'd want to get hit in.
Meg, you told us, I'm thinking of you now, that you umped last night. You took, as a home plate umpire, ball to the mask.
I took one to the mask. First time ever, a line drive, like foul balled back. My mask flew off. I saw stars for a minute.
As this one is short, looking to turn 2. 1 pitch, and safe over at first. So Garcia attacking quickly. 1 pitch there. As the Bears almost turning 2.
Now batting the left fielder, Amber.
I'm glad you made it. You said you, kind of saw stars and everything?
Yeah, I did. I will get another look at this swing here. But you see the defense kind of shaded up the middle, so it sets them up to almost get that double play, but you got the speed going down the line from Garcia, so she legs that one out.
That's Schummel. And that fly out, attacking. That was a second out of inning number 2. The RBI single back in the first, sent over to right field. And you can see, I mean, it's almost every single pitch, the respect that these pitchers have for every batter.
Yeah, and I mean, you go back to when they're going into their second or third at bat of the game, the pitchers are also making those adjustments. We talk about the batters, but pitchers are also doing that. Their staff, hey, she barreled this pitch up, we're not going with that one again.
Well, Crowder gets a swinging strike right there after a 2-0 start. Got her to fly out the first time. Chumley makes contact. This one foul ball, maybe a chance on it. Yes, indeed, as Christian for the Bears reaching over the fence. And a great play. We have seen 3 of those down that line this week. And Christian, let's see it one more time. It's Chumley down that line. Osprey's backing up. And even North Florida amped up for the Bears left fielder.
I'm here with Coach Lucas. Coach Lucas, how about that catch right there to end the inning from Christian?
Yeah, big time catch, right? We need some momentum. We need to try to swing this thing back in our direction. So just big way to get us out of that inning.
Crowder's really settled in. What are you liking so far from her?
Yeah, she's just, trusting her stuff. She's been kind of our number two game starter all year long, and she's just doing what she's done all year.
How are you guys going to keep chipping away to get back in this ball game?
Yeah, adversity makes you better, right? We got a lot of adversity. We got to chip away here, and we got to settle down, right? Like we're acting like this is the first time we've been behind in the game or something like that, and it's not. We just got to settle. Understand it's a bigger stage, so emotions are a little higher, but we're just not doing things that we do well right now, and we got to shift that momentum. We got to shift that mindset of just do what we do best. Everybody's going to take a deep breath.
Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely.
Back to you, Rich.
Awesome, great stuff. I could really, if Coach Lucas starts a podcast about softball, I'm the first subscriber.
Yeah, I would want, and I've always had a dream of starting a podcast. I would probably want her to be on my podcast.
Yeah, she'd have to be a weekly guest.
Super inspirational, but the mindset of a coach, listening to coaches' interviews, that says a lot about them without knowing who they are. We don't get to meet all these coaches, but listening to how they talk, that's the mindset that they're passing down to their players.
No doubt. Here's LJ Smith against Ava Braswell, who's just been magnificent. Both these pitchers have been so much fun to watch. Crowder's in a tough spot. Coach mentioned it. She's kind of your game 2 starter. Runner got the nod for this one. But that's something too. I mean, recruits see that. Your starters feel that energy, and it's no I mean, you can easily see it from the coach why they're the 1 seed.
Yeah, and she's not even blinking twice.
Garcia has to back up a little bit and still makes the play right there. And she even kind of chuckles over at Maddie Zenaraki of, ooh, I wasn't sure about that one right there.
Now batting number 22.
You see Garcia, though, on that play, she's playing deeper in the hole. She's at the grass line, so she's got to cover that ground. So that second hop, it's like a bouncy ball. I tell everyone, that second hop, it's either going to take you alive or you're going to play it, and she played it well.
And similar, too, I feel like on the left side of the infield for the Bears, we saw it with Trinity Brandon when Edmiston had that play. You got to almost pull your body back and go forward with your glove side.
Yeah. Your body reacts, and you trust your glove work to do the rest.
Now it's Lily Hood. Trying to keep that on-base streak going. Right now it's 14 in a row. She had a ground ball to second in inning number 2. And she's really been finding the gaps over the last 4 games. Something to watch here for Hood. We've only seen 1 hit in the 5 through 9 for the Bears. Roswell. A 2-2 pitch. Hood will fight that one off. For the Bears, 2 runs in that 3rd inning. Coming off 4 hits. It really started, Molitor should get a ton of credit. That sneaky bunt single opened up the frame. And Hood, even she stares there, looks around, and Destiny Robinson says, "You're out."
Now batting number 17, Gracie.
We'll get another look at this here, Richard, but I think her bat head, you can see there, it broke across the plate. She tries to keep her hands back, but the bat head and her hands go too far forward there.
Tough one indeed, but feels like the proper call. Here's St. Hilaire. We saw strikeout looking. That ended the 2nd inning. Yesterday, she was really good, 2 for 2. Ava Roswell having a quality bounce back. That was by far her toughest inning in the 3rd.
Yeah, you go back to that, and we talked about this too, Richard, that 7, 8, 9 batter, being able to funnel back to the top.
There's this one, and a little snow cone right there for English. But a second time today where Ava Broswell goes 1, 2, 3. She did in the 2nd against the Bears. We'll take a timeout here and return for the 5th with Stetson leading the Bears 6-2.
Welcome to the Atlantic Sun, where heart-pounding moments are born and where champions rise above, where speed defies limits and precision finds its mark, where millions of fans nationwide cheer for excellence, determination, and fairness, where public, private, and faith-based schools compete side by side, fostering sportsmanship and unity. From the beaches to the mountains, the Atlantic Sun is the destination.
I was originally in the Discovery program. Stetson gave me the option to explore so many majors, and now I've found my passion and my people.
I could do a lot of things outside of my major, and I never would have known that had this school not set me up with those opportunities.
I'm really happy that I ended up coming to Stetson.
As we're back, Stetson the 2 seed on top of Central Arkansas. They come in as a top seed. And we'll see here for the Hatters coming up to bat again, 5 through 7. As we see the best of the best for the Atlantic Sun this year. Stetson's first baseman, player of the year. Shelander, defensive player of the year. Jacksonville's ace. And Harrelson, pitcher of the year. Freshman of the year, Jada Thomas, with that SportsCenter top 10 this week. And then the Hatters head coach, Shelly Cousins, ASUN Coach of the Year. Fun year of softball, but we still have at least today and tomorrow.
Now batting number 15, Logan Foreman.
Here's Foreman. A double to the gap in the first inning. She was the fourth of 4 straight hits for them in that first. It ended runners outing. And since then, we've seen Crowder, who's been really good. Foreman had the deep fly out to end the second. Swing on this one over into that corner again. It's going to be Christian over there. Well, she made that crazy last play right there along the fence line to retire Chumley. I don't know if I've seen back-to-back web gems.
No, but she had the ninja moves ready to get to it if it was close enough. Got over there in plenty of time just to see.
Here's a 1-1. This one through the hole and over into left field. So again, Foreman, a base knock. She's 2 for 3.
You see another look at it here. Foreman, that ball slightly outside, but we saw another at bat with the ball located in the same pitch location, kind of just pulled through that 5-6 hole. So maybe try to tighten up that pitch a little bit, make an adjustment there.
We'll see Barkley again here. First pitch, this one popped up. This one a little easier for Renee Christian. And her second at bat there, attacking. We saw her lead off the third inning.
Now batting number 12,
one pitch
Nadia
and a fly out. Here's English. Step up to bat. For this game, she's 1 for 2. The single was the first base knock in that third inning.
Yeah, and I think, too, just to get some extra insurance, I mean, you haven't scored the last 2 innings, so trying to push maybe 1 or 2 across this inning, that would be an ideal situation, give you that extra cushion back.
English fouls that off. Our second game of the day, probably a little over an hour out or so, we'll see River City Rumble, Jacksonville in North Florida. English. Pitch inside and low for a ball. Gotta respect English, too. Really good batter. On base in 9 of her last 10 games. Had a hit yesterday as well. English. And this one down that line, just foul.
And I go back to this, it's just a minor little thing that I like to point out. Brandon following that ball across the line to make sure it's truly going to be foul instead of pulling up to watch it. Because if that ball's close enough to the line and it stays fair, it's going to get past her.
The umpire?
The third baseman for Brandon. Yeah.
Okay, yes. As this one a hop. It'll beat a short. Looking to turn 2, not in time, but a good play there is Molitor able to get it to Smith for that force out. But yeah, I mean, Brandon's, she does everything right.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just, you know, in postseason, the little things
now
matter.
Number 17, Madeline.
I like to see that stuff. You see that tough ball here. Again, the middle infield shaded slightly up the middle. But still able to get that lead out. And again, for the Bears here, keeping runners away from second base, that's the key here.
Here's Senaraki with 2 down. Swings on the first pitch. Is going to send this one to some open grass. She's going to have herself 2 bags. And attacking there on the first pitch. Well, she did it in the first inning. Attacked early, but it was Brandon who caught her liner. This time, she finds some space.
Yeah, kudos to her. I mean, she's swinging a good bat right now. You take away that line drive, and you give this one, I mean, she is seeing the ball very, very well. Barreling it up on a hard hit, putting one in the gap.
And she is fired up. I'm sure to be wearing a wig at some point later today.
Yeah, I think I figured out a good name for that. It's the Battle Bobs.
Battle Bobs, I like
Yeah,
that.
because they're all bobs. They're wigs, but like it's a bob.
I like it.
The bobs are in. I can't have a bob. I'd have an afro. My hair's too curly.
Yeah, probably mine too. I don't know. Do I try it in the off season?
Yeah.
Do I try the bob?
I mean, I heard you were going to get some purple glitter. I'm here to say it didn't happen today.
I really wanted to.
Out of the clips I heard yesterday, that was definitely the one. I said, I'll have to see if he follows through at some point.
I know for one of the soccer games, I did bring in pink spray for a breast cancer awareness night.
Yeah.
Napoli here up to bat. After that visit to talk to Crowder, we've seen 2 hits in this 5th inning for Stetson. They lead by 4. Runners, 2nd and 3rd. So the loser of this one will play the late game tonight, scheduled for 5.
I will say I'm a fan of 5 o'clock instead of 7.
Oh, yes. And this one is going to get past it. Crowder is going to come in. Sliding, though, is English and tacks on another Hatters score.
And we'll see this similar to the pitch that got past Robertson a couple innings ago. And once that ball kind of gets away, it's a given. You've got a little bit of speed at third. She's going to beat that.
A tough one right there. You've got Zenoraki now over at third base and not much closer. Napoli 1-1. It seems like, too, Robertson, I can't tell if talking to the dugout or talking to Brandon down there. We saw with Napoli, she reached on that catcher's interference to lead off the 2nd inning, later scored a run. Did lay down the bunt in the 3rd, but Brandon was right on top of it.
And I don't know if it's going to be called again, but they might go to review on this for catcher's interference. Oh, they're not going to go to review. It did come off. She clipped the bat, or the bat clipped the glove on that one. Confirmation from the third base umpire that there was contact.
Now batting number 25, Nicole Edgerton.
We'll get another look at it here. You see on that contact again on the lefty, they're back in the box, that backswing, and she clips the glove of Robertson.
The first baseman was checking on her over there. Caitlin Graham checking on Emma Robertson, saying, hey, are you good? Are you okay right now? As Coach Lucas talking to the home plate umpire. Right now you've got third baseman talking to the catcher.
Yeah, and I think, too, I mean, this is a good time to have that chat because the body language of Robertson on that last pass ball kind of shifted a little bit. And then the second one, she bobbled the catch, and she had her mask off for an extra minute. And, I mean, that's going to happen. You get competitive, emotions are high, things happen, and you're not performing at your best in this moment, but your teammates are going to come pick you up, try to get you to reset. You're back there for a reason.
Trinity comes over, talks to Emma. Edmiston. That's got to be part of it, too, of, hey, we need you right now. You've been really good all year. Emma, we've got the Conference Player of the Year coming up. You know, there's still a lot of ball left to be played.
Yeah.
Crowder. She was able to get the ground out on Edmiston earlier. Robertson does a really nice job keeping that ball just in front of her. You've got Hatters on first and third.
Yeah, and I think here, too, you're probably not going to see Napoli take off on the pitch. I don't think they want to risk the put out on a steal.
Edmiston down over past the third baseman. She'll have a base knock to go with an RBI. That's the challenge with the ASUN Player of the Year. 2 hits and a walk today, an RBI single.
You see Edmiston just staying hands back, staying inside her body and using that power to just pull the ball. Doing what she does best. She sees a good pitch and she hits it.
Well, she went down towards third the other time. Brandon was able to make the play on it. Here's McLaren. The Hatters doing this with 2 outs on the board. First and second. Jacksonville native. McLaren had to wear that hit by pitch. It just got her right around that knee area.
And the fans not liking that strike call from Crowder there, but that was just a good movement pitch. Little drop ball, stays right at the knees.
McLaren today 2 for 2, runs scored. One of those hits being a double. As the first hit for the Hatters today, their first of 10. One-two pitch. McLaren's one of those few batters that really, steps away a little bit, but still almost has a stance of like, I'm ready to swing.
Yeah, and she sees the ball well. Even if she's off balance a little bit on a pitch that she doesn't want, she's going to keep herself in the at-bat. She's going to find something she can drive.
McLaren, this one over to third. And they'll get the force out over at third as Brandon down there to help Crowder and the Bears get out of the inning. But 3 hits for Stetson. They add to the lead, 8-2. We'll take a break and return here and see the Bears look to put something together from the First Coast. There's the Hatters dugout. Now the wigs have been worn by everybody. I think Curry was the last one I saw with the green wig. 8-2 lead. They're on top right there of the 1 seed. Central Arkansas Bears. We'll see 9-1-2 step up for this 35-win team. Molitor did a great job setting the tone in the third. Is that sneaky bunt single. Scored a run as the Bears plated 2 there in the third. Ava Braswell. It's been really good, keeps these first 2 pitches low. Fourth inning, it was 1-2-3 for Braswell and the Hatters. Toughest inning for her has been the third. This one popped up And a tough spot right there as it's on top of the dugout.
That one's not reachable this time.
Well, English had that great play to get out St. Hilaire. Molitor's back in. Yesterday it was a 2-run double. As this one tried to make the glove play on it, it's going to roll into left field. A tough one right there as it was hard hit off the bat of Molitor.
We'll get another look at Molitor's swing here. She times that one up. It's down in the zone, and she finds the top of the ball and just drives it down. Good contact there to go with the pitch where it's at low in the zone.
So hard hit single right there. She's 2 for 2. And both have let off an inning. Here's Christian. After that Molitor hit, it was a single by Christian in that 3rd inning. Later scored a run. See if they can make it almost identical. Oswell, that's her first pitch that has not reached the catcher.
Yeah, and kudos back there to Foreman. She hasn't had to work too hard this game, so keeping that one in front.
Christian. Left fielder already one phenomenal play today. A 3-0 start.
Foreman back there communicating with Destiny on where that pitch missed. It was just slightly off.
Christian the take. Still a count in her favor. Last time it was a single, just past the pitcher. And she'll take a ball right there, take her base as well. Renee Christian, walk number 24.
And we talked about this earlier, Richard. I didn't really get to finish my thought, but going back to, I saw a few parents out from Central Arkansas, and I just kind of chit-chatted and asked how Jacksonville was treating them, and they were talking about the rain that was out on the beaches earlier, and I was like, you'll see weird stuff here. You'll see the clouds completely split and all that fun stuff, but the parents of Molitor are Steve and Kim, and those were 2 of the parents that I was talking to, and then number 4, Brendan, Jim, they're up in the stands. They've been here all week, and, you know, that's just a cool thing. These teams are coming from far away, and their parents get to come. Like, that's a big deal.
Now batting number
oh, yeah. Well, we've seen it with the Bears. We saw it with North Alabama. Their fans traveled extremely well. And we'll move down here to see Addie Graham trying to bounce back. 0 for 2. Struck out looking both times. Can she win this battle here? Yesterday, a 3-run home run against JU. 2 on with no outs. She was named the conference preseason player of the year. And you can see from Ava Braswell, really a lot of respect here. As Graham has a 7 RBI stretch over the last 3 games. 2-1 pitch. Graham, foul ball. That one just passed Coach Cousins.
Yeah, and you look at Graham here. I mean, she is laser focused. She's been laser focused in the last 2 at-bats, and, you know, Braswell's kind of had her number, but that was a solid contact there. That's probably the most solid contact we've seen in her last 2 at-bats.
Yeah,
off a foul ball. A little bit of confidence there.
2-2. Graham, a swing and miss as Ava Braswell gets the better of her for a 3rd time.
Now batting number 9, Trinity Brandon.
You see Braswell going back to that drop ball here. You see the spin on it. Just starts down and stays down, but getting Graham to chase on that one.
And just another good matchup. Here's Brandon. Seen twice today. 2 hits. As this one a slow roller. Goes to center. Q charges it and makes the flick over to Edmiston. That may be the most important out, even more so than the last strikeout, is getting out Trinity Brandon.
Yeah, I mean, you put it in situationally here. That's your second out of the inning. Yes, there's runners in scoring position, but one big play gets you out of the inning or a routine play, and you don't have to worry about that secondary play at the plate.
And now we'll see the catcher. Bats cleanup, Emma Robertson.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to see how Robertson acts mentally in this at-bat. We talked about her being a little in her head on defense, and, you know, again, it comes to how do you handle that adversity, and you heard Coach say it best, you know, she wants them to push through that.
As this one is going to be down that line, and we've seen the plays. I mean, usually it's that left field line that gets a lot of action, but assistant coach Aaron Jackson really thought that was going to be, you know, a 2-run extra base hit.
Yeah. Super close to the line still. It just kind of flared foul.
Robertson, she's been on base in 14 of her last 15 games. Recovered nicely after 0 for 3 yesterday against Jacksonville. Today, a single. She's been on base twice, including an RBI in the 3rd. Roswell. And strikes her out looking. A second strikeout this inning. She allows 2 base runners. Molitor with the single, but another K. Striking out both Graham and Robertson. We'll take a timeout. Return for the 6th. Hatters lead 8-2. I guess whatever works. I feel like I'm watching a Nickelodeon TV show from the 90s.
The Battle Bobs are back. Was it Wanda and what's the show with Wanda and Cosmo and Wanda? Fairly Odd Parents. There you go. You got the green and the red.
Perfect. I love it. The Bears are trying to stay close here. Garcia's going to lead things off for Stetson. 3, 4, and 5 will be the batters facing Crowder. A 2 spot in the 5th by the Hatters. Stetson 10 hits in this game, 8 runs. They got hot early with 4 in the 1st. See Garcia there, a 2-run double, her first time up. Ana Garcia. And what's the chatter about right now? Is there something from the Bears dugout? It looked like something from Andy Roberts pointing over the dugout. Yeah, it looked like maybe a warning over there. This one's going to be popped up as it's a nice play there, Christian, down that line.
Yeah, not that it matters now, but prior to the pitch, the pitch call, I think there was a timing violation, and so you see the third base umpire to the dugout. I think they just didn't like the fact that he called that. There was some type of violation because she did hold up a 1-1 count before that pitch, so there must have been something there. Timing violation, he points to his wrist, that's the signal for timing, and they only get 20 seconds. The batter gets 10 of those 20, the pitcher has 20 to get the pitch off.
And there's Shumley. As she, unfortunately, it was on the other end of that Christian great play that ended the fourth. Shumley, RBI single in inning number 1. And Crowder wants to talk to her catcher.
Yeah, and just for fun facts, I like to mention it every now and then. The officials do have to track the number of timeouts between coaches to players and player to player. So players get 7 total in a 7-inning game, but they get 2 visits per half inning. So like if they huddle at some other point, they won't be able to huddle the rest of the inning.
Gotcha.
Just to keep the pace of the game.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. So the count 1-1. Got Shumley. Two flyouts. One went pretty deep. It was she and then Foreman that really made some decent contact, sent it out in the second inning out to center. It's Crowder's pitch on the 2-1. This one right up the middle, just underneath the glove of Lucy Crowder. So Shumley gets her second hit on this 8th day in March, or May.
Batting number 16, Logan Foreman.
And you see she just kind of goes right back with that pitch up the middle. So just a good piece of timing. Didn't do too much, just hit it where it was pitched. And I do stand corrected, my high school brain kicked in, but the batters actually get 12 seconds.
12.
Yeah, they changed it this year.
There's Foreman. It's okay, I said March instead of May.
Yeah.
So. See the numbers for Logan Foreman, the catcher today, who's 2 for 3, and really in all 3 has made good contact. A deep fly out to right field was the only time she's been sent back. And this one slicing just wide of Graham down at first. Worth noting, too, I don't know if any of these players have asthma or maybe breathing issues. I checked the air quality this morning. It was sitting at 106. So typically on an average day, you want to sit around in the 20 to maybe 35 range. This one over to third. The backhand, there's Brandon. They look to turn 2, but only the force out is available.
And we actually had that come up at our plate meeting last night for my high school game because of the smoke smell and just some of the heat index. And I said, we would treat that courtesy the same as a heat advisory if a player, has asthma or some type of need, because it was pretty strong until the wind picked up. But you look at that and the heat index and the elements alone, it makes outdoor sports tough sometimes.
Barkley. We see her for a third time. Aggressive her last time up. That was in the 5th. It was 1 pitch and a fly out to left. Struck out when she led off the 3rd inning. But a really good bat in this lineup that you can bring up right out of the dugout.
And you go back to when we talk statistics, and this is why I like to talk about it, because the numbers don't mean everything, but statistically at some point those hitters that come in and just produce, they have those couple at bats where it's just that's not how the at bat goes, but their consistency year long, those coaches will leave them in that spot.
One away from Crowder, second ball. Our second game of the day. You can already see the Dolphins fans finding their seats. We'll have JU and UNF for that River City Rumble game. Winner of this one can just kind of hang out, chill until tomorrow. 2-1. This one hard hit to the second baseman. And able to stick with it right there is Smith. Keeps it in front and gets the ground ball out. So Chumley with their second hit of the day, just one base runner. As we will take a timeout and return here, bottom of the sixth when we come back. Hatters still lead, 8-2.
Welcome to the Atlantic Sun, where heart-pounding moments are born and where champions rise above, where speed defies limits and precision finds its mark, where millions of fans nationwide cheer for excellence, determination, and fairness, where public, private, and faith-based schools compete side by side, fostering sportsmanship and unity. From the beaches to the mountains, the Atlantic Sun is the destination.
Daytona Beach International Airport. Happy travels start here. Just minutes from the world's most famous beach and steps from the Speedway. And for the locals, close to home, fast security checkpoints, and a first-class customer experience. Daytona Beach International Airport. The right airport, right here.
How do you measure the human spirit? In pounds? In milliliters? In the distance traveled between yesterday and today? Or maybe there's no way to measure the human spirit. Because as you remind us every day, it simply has no limit. Advent Health. Feel whole.
We stay in this sixth inning here for this half inning. Here's series history, Hatters and Bears. Not much to it, as we've seen them meet once before in the tournament, and fifth all time. But today it's 1 versus 2. Definitely making some history here. Huge if you can win this one. Regular season title for the Bears. Graham gets a leadoff spot for the sixth. It's going to be Arnold, who's now in the circle for Stetson. She was really good in that first game, got her second save of the year. This one popped up. As called off again, Love Garcia, because she's fair catching that all the way. And one up, one down.
Now batting number 10, LJ Smith.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the decision for Stetson to go with the pitching change. Braswell doing a great job. You're ahead with runs. You've got the cushion. So give her the break because you're going to need her again.
Yeah, for sure. As this one again over to short. This one backhanded Garcia. She has just become so automatic.
Put on a show for us today. I mean, she has been all week, but today specifically.
As we'll see the pitcher here in Haley Arnold. Yesterday she went 2 2/3 scoreless. The Ohio native, her numbers right there, got the save and did some great work. Now it's Hood.
Yeah, just visual for me comparison from Braswell to Arnold. Spin looks a little bit different, so she's going to elevate the ball a little bit more, it looks like here, and she's going to utilize those corners.
Does a good job, jumps ahead 0-2. Hood in this game, 0 for 2, struck out her last time up. And she'll go down swinging again. Quickest half inning we've seen thus far, and Haley Arnold keeps her scoreless streak alive. She goes 1-2-3 in the sixth, ends it with a strikeout as Hood goes down. as we're back right here. Game 9. We start this 7th inning. Stetson 8, Central Arkansas 2. Fun matchup. Hatters have been in charge. They jumped out early with 4 runs in the first. Crowder has helped settle this team down some. But still, 2 runs. You're going to need a lot more than that. Winner advances to the championship round tomorrow. Crowder kind of lost her footing a little bit. Chuckles to Robertson, but gets a swinging miss there by English.
And you see home plate umpire Destiny coming out. Are you good? We'll give you the second if you need it. But immediately he's like, nope, I got a strike. I'm good.
No, just
another day.
Yeah. There's a second one through the hole and over into right field. So English attacks, and she gets another hit today, her second. She becomes a 5th Hatter with 2 hits.
We'll get another look at this at bat.
Number 17,
St. Hilaire just going with that pitch. Low and outside, but again, Stetson's done a great job this game of utilizing where the ball is pitched. So if it's up in the zone, trying to hit the middle of the ball, but they're utilizing that low pitch and hitting the top of the ball and just making the defense work for it.
Now Sinaraki, the second baseman, swings on the first one. For Robertson, tries to make the play. That's a tough one right there. Tried to go basket catch, but it was so tight against the netting. You definitely don't want to lay out for it.
No, you've got the low wall there, and you know, that's a tough read too, having to go back and away.
Sinaraki, last time we saw her, it was a double on 1 pitch. That was in the 5th. Swings on this one and foul. Good footwork right there to avoid it. She will definitely need that if she has maybe some nephews or maybe one day has children. Avoid those Legos in the living room.
Yeah, the Legos, and I was thinking too, like, you know, my nieces and nephews, they bust out like some dance moves now, and I'm like, I don't know if I can move like that anymore.
Yeah, oh, I definitely can't. I woke up this morning, we've got our backdrop that sometimes we'll move around. I had a bruise on my calf.
Yeah, just from
putting
it up and down, yeah.
It's like, my word. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Sinaraki.
Now, if it's just from that, you might need to, you know, get some iron.
Yeah.
Get some iron in.
It's true. Change my diet. Probably not.
We got Chick-fil-A cookies in the box that they gave us today, so.
I think I had one Tuesday or Wednesday night. It was just heaven. Just a small little glass of milk. 2-2. Sinaraki makes contact here, and it's out to center field. An easy one for Graham.
Yeah, I was mad at myself. I got a birthday brownie because my birthday was last month, and I left it in my car.
Now batting number 2, Napoli.
So I was like, dang it.
Oh, that's pain.
I missed my chance for a nice brownie.
Oh. Napoli here. The right fielder. We'll see her once again. Worth noting, she's been on base twice due to that catcher's interference.
Yeah, and I didn't even catch that last inning when we were talking about that. It was her in both at-bats that happened with.
Worth watching out, too. She had the sack hit yesterday. So a threat to bunt. We'll start off with a good count here for Stetson, really making an impact on a day where they send 12 hits to the field, 8 runs scored. Here's Crowder's pitch. Popped up. This will be over for Christian. And there's Renee Christian with the second out. So back-to-back fly balls there. And we'll head to the top here with the Hatters' absolute all-star and ASUN Player of the Year. Nicole Edmiston. What a day she's had. 2 for 3, 2 runs to go with an RBI and a walk. This one, hard hit, takes one hop. It goes off of Smith, and she's able to recover. So a tough one there for the second baseman. As Edmiston, a hard hit, ground out. So a single by English, but nothing else doing. We head to the bottom of the 7th, where the Bears will come up to bat 8-9-1. Last few chances here potentially for Central Arkansas. This 1 versus 2 ASUN Championship week, as the winner of this one will play Game 12 tomorrow. Scheduled for 12 o'clock. We'll have it on ESPN+. 8-9-1 here for the Bears. St. Hilaire. Bullpen arm with Haley Arnold. Strong contact there, St. Hilaire. We've seen the 0 for 2 struck out in the first inning. This is her first time seeing Arnold, though. She popped up in the foul territory for English. That ended that quick 4th inning. St. Hilaire, this one struck over to left field, and really that's just some good scouting right there as Chumley moved in, and it just is right to her.
Yeah, and you look at that defense, too. They haven't always been setting up there, but they're going based off of the prior at-bats, the pitch call. You know, there's a plan in place for that. But good setup. She didn't have to work very hard.
Not at all. And we've heard from a number of players, you know, that's that preparation. You prep for certain games and players. This one popped up first pitch. Sinaraki calls for that one right there. Big smile as she hands it off to her first baseman. Back to the top here, we'll see Renee Christian. As there's North Florida, they're getting ready. Christian, 1 for 2, a run and a walk today. Two for 3 yesterday. Arnold putting together some quality work. Yesterday it was 2 2/3 scoreless and got the save. Here, hard hit. There's a single sent over into right field. Christian does a great job, and she's got a pair of hits.
Yeah, and there was a comment I made earlier, and I didn't finish the thought, but we'll get a look at the at-bat, and then I'll finish the thought. But you see, keeps her hands in, puts the ball right through the gap. Good piece of hitting to keep the inning alive. But going back to, you know, these teams, they hit so well. We've seen the performances they've put on. the game's not over till the last out's made.
Well, we saw that yesterday in our last game with North Florida and that play by Langford to throw out the pinch runner at home. As we have had 2 crazy endings this week. Graham sees an off-speed pitch. A tough day, 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. Seeing Arnold. So her first time seeing a different look and a different arm.
Yeah, and I think really for Graham, the adjustment's got to be in her head. It's a mental adjustment. It's not so much who's in the circle. It's, you know, she's kind of beating herself up.
Away. Foreman behind the plate. Two. Graham, crouch down. Arnold's pitch takes a hop and a full count here. So long at bat here for Graham, her longest of the day.
And you're going to see some play action here. Christian's going to be on the move. It's a full count and 2 outs, so she's going to go.
Arnold's pitch. This one right up the middle. It's going to be Garcia with the force out at second. The great glove work, the nifty feet for the final out. And she sends her Hatters to the championship game tomorrow. 12 o'clock, the Hatters, as a 2 seed, take down the top-seeded Bears.
And you go back to what Papa Garcia said in his interview, you know, the team's playing relaxed, but they're playing for each other. And you can see that in the energy that Stetson brings. Central Arkansas putting up a good fight. They just didn't have the bats strung together to really, you know, make a comeback.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that was tough. When you go 4 runs and 8 batters in the first inning, I mean, the Hatters, I don't know what they had for breakfast or maybe a couple cups of coffee, but I need that, the name of the brew.
Yeah, right. They made it work, though. It's exciting to see. I mean, you talk about big games. This was the biggest game of the day so far. And, you know, Central Arkansas, yes, they've got to play later, but Stetson really being able to come away with that win and have that break.
Oh, big time. I know they'll spend it with some family, maybe watch some of these games as they'll slap it on the board right there. And the Hatters celebrate as they head to tomorrow's big game at 12 o'clock. Quality pitching, and we saw the hitting was really, we've talked about it throughout the week, but it was contagious. Today, 5 Hatters with 2 hits.
Yeah, and you think about that. It's not just about having fun and passing the bat, but they're executing with runners in the positions they need to be in to get those runs. You know, they're stringing things together, making it work. So just an exciting thing for them.
Absolutely. We'll get Berkeley Mezzanotte here with our player of the game, and they're ready. Berkeley, take it away.
Ariana, Stetson just punched their ticket to the championship game tomorrow. What are the emotions going through your head right now?
It feels great. We've just been having fun here, and it's just been so much fun. We're electric. We were loud from the beginning, and we stayed loud the entire game.
It was all Hatters today against Central Arkansas. What was working so well for you guys?
I think Coach harps on all 3 of our offense, pitching, and defense working, and all of that worked, and so we knew it was our game there.
So what is the formula that is going to help you guys win for tomorrow's game in the championship?
I think the same thing, just making sure that everything is working. Our pitching's on, our defense backing up our pitching, and our hitters are doing their job.
Congratulations. Go enjoy the win. Back to you guys.
Great stuff as you hear her teammates say, Nana. And she played so well. Gets the final out. Great footwork and a quality game all around. As we will get you set for North Florida and Jacksonville, rematch of the River City Rumble. So Central Arkansas, the 1 seed, will have to play tonight in that 5 o'clock game, elimination game against either JU or UNF. We'll have that game coming up as, see, just got start time as it looks like we'll have it at 3 o'clock start time for the Rumble matchup. Great work from the entire crew. Thank you so much. We'll take a quick break and return here. What a fun one it was. 1 versus 2. So for Berkeley Mezzanotte and our analyst Meg Mahalik, I'm Richard Miller saying so long from the UNF Softball Complex. Final score, Stetson 8, Central Arkansas 2. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.